The new season is here, and I have been pretty excited for Sam Wilson Captain America, so I decided to play him in this ongoing deck. In case you didn't know, Sam Wilson has a lot of abilities, but it basically boils down to, Sam puts the shield on the board at the start of the game at a random location. When you play Sam, you can move the shield once per turn. Moving the shield buffs Captain America by 2 power when moved into his location, and that Captain America can either be Sam or Steve. Alright, with all that being said, Sam is a very, very fun card, and this deck did really good for me. Your main idea is to play Sam on 2 and then Steve on 3. From that point, Moonstone can be great, and so can Iron Lad. And you'll either want to finish it off with copying Iron Man with Mystique, because if you have Ravonna and Moonstone in the same lane, it makes Mystique 1, Iron Man 3, it's a lot of fun. Or you could just play Spectrum, she's really good too. Now, I mentioned this at the start in my last video, and it got like double the likes than they normally do, so if you do end up enjoying, if you could please like the video and subscribe, that would be awesome, it really helps out the channel. Now, if you've got any other questions, make sure to ask me down in the comments. And let's jump right into the games. Okay, so this is very, very interesting. We have Sam Wilson and Captain America, both in hand, so that's awesome. I don't think we get any benefit from copying Sam Wilson, except getting more Captain Americas to buff, which could be important. That is worth mentioning. I feel like I would rather put Sam over there, because we can move, put normal Captain America over here, and it just feels like it kind of fits better. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't, but it's how I want to do it. Oh, and we should have put the Chimichanga on the shield. My bad. I put the Chimichanga on Sam. I didn't mean to, but it's fine, I guess. So there you go. We're gonna move the shield over to Sam, and then that's Feast. That's fine. We are going to play. We could play Captain America, like, mid, if we wanted to. It's a relatively fine thing to do, instead of cloning vets. I am actually okay with that, yeah. So we're going to buff up Sam Wilson, and then we're going to buff up Steve with the shield mid next turn. They play another Quinjet, that makes sense. Now let's see. They did play into Feast a little bit. We could play Fantastic. We know we want to move the shield over. Iron Lad has a chance of hitting a few different things. Moonstone is also actually pretty good here. I don't know. I feel like I do like the Moonstone idea the most. So let's go ahead and play Moonstone. They are snapping, so that's relatively interesting. I think we'll be fine. We'll see, though. I think I'm going to want to end the game with the shield landing mid, which is fine, because on 5 we move it right, on 6 we move it back. And then we got to figure out how we want to win right. Because mid we should be okay with the Captain America and the Moonstone, right? It does feel as though we're going to easily be able to win that. We end up with 6 energy, which is very good. I think... Do we ever do anything like this? That would be a really interesting idea. I'm not sure it's what we want to do, though. Maybe we play Jean Grey here. Am I fine with it? I think I am. Yeah. So we move Cap's shield right to buff up Sam Wilson. And then they end up playing Spider-Man. Spider-Man's going to move left, pulling the Captain America away. That's pretty bad, but we are buffing right and left a lot. I wonder if we can ever get away with something like this, because this definitely still wins right. It's a pretty big push mid as well. And I mean, left is getting buffed as well. I think I'm fine with this. I think we're okay. You could argue wanting to... Well, let's wait. Because you could argue... That's not how I meant to do it. You could argue putting the shield there, Ant-Man here, and Spectrum right. Yeah, this is probably better. Okay. I'm willing to stick with this instead. Let's just fully focus on mid and right. It's a little bit too greedy to try and move the shield left. We have no reason to put the shield left. So, let's see. Let's make them contest left enough, and then if they contest beyond the 11, we don't really care about it. Ant-Man, obviously going to make Moonstone very big, and then himself very big as well. Spectrum with big buffs across the board. They play She-Hulk, okay. And on top of that, they play another She-Hulk, going to 19. That's a Sunspot, and that's a Spider-Man which can't move anywhere. And there you go. That is absolutely awesome. I'm not sure how big we would have been mid, but it definitely would not have been bigger than 22. I don't think so. So, I'm glad we changed that. Good win for us. Absolutely awesome seeing Sam Wilson go all the way up to 11. Captain America, obviously, at 7 as well is cool. And that's a great win for us. Love to see it. Yeah, good win there. Alright, so we got Captain America's shield. That's going to be White Palace, which is going to give us a Misery. I wonder if they're running a... Is his name Joaquin Torres? I think? I don't know. I haven't used him yet. The new Falcon card. I wonder if they're running that with, like, mill stuff. I really want to do that. That's either going to be Wednesday or Thursday's video. And they get rid of Howard. Okay. That's fine. I don't really care. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make a video on Wednesday, because I'm traveling on Wednesday. I really want to make a video. I just don't think I'm going to have the time. Now... Could just play a Ravonna mid. And given that we don't have Mr. Fantastic yet, I think we bite the bullet and we do that. That is going to be Cable. I mean... Weird World, drawing 2 cards from them. I really hate Weird World the way it works now. I dislike it strongly. We take their Shang-Chi, though. That's cool. Captain America. I do think we have to play Sam Wilson. I think we play him mid. They're going to go ahead and play the Hood. We are going to move Cap's shield mid, and then we're going to play Captain America left. So we are a little bit late, but I think this is just too good to pass up. And it is also the first day of it, so I kind of just have to. Going to go ahead and play Captain America left, move the shield mid. From this point, turn 5, we're hoping that we get to play 2 cards. We probably won't be able to, though, looking at how this is shaping up. And if we aren't able to, is there ever a world where we want to play, like, Iron Man left? We could also play Baron Zemo, but I don't like that idea. That's going to be Captain America. That's Misery. Do we need an Iron Man left, or would that be too much? That might be too... Do we even have any... We don't have anything left in deck. So... Interesting. I don't think we need an Iron Man left. Would we rather play, like, a Zemo? Yeah, this is really weird. I think... Iron Lad's obviously useless. We know we move the shield left. I think Iron Man's gotta roll mid here. And then from this point... They play a Moonstone, which is relatively interesting. I do think we just straight up play a Spectrum left, though. Like, I don't think this will lose. I think we're buffing up mid by enough, right? We're going to buff mid up by, what, 12? Think so, yeah. So we're going to go to 26. Like, that's a lot of power. They would have to add 17 just to tie. And I don't really see that happening. So, beyond that, I think we're nearly guaranteed to win left, right? We're adding a lot of power off the Ant-Man, straight up 7 from the Spectrum, and then another 6 from Spectrum. So I think we're completely fine. They are contesting right. If this is like a Galactus play, I will applaud them. It's looking like it's not going to be, though. The shield cannot be destroyed. Yeah, no, they just played death. So they do get the Ant-Man back, but it doesn't really help them out at all. And we are able to get that win. You love to see it there. Absolutely awesome. And that's great, yeah. Good win for us. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We are going against someone who is also running a Sam Wilson deck. Let's go ahead and play Howard left. They play Mind Stone right. Sam Wilson Thanos. Okay. I think this is not right. It's showing that they have a Swordmaster and an Iron Man. I don't know why that is doing that, honestly. But oh no, okay. So they got to play that a lot earlier than we did. Now, that's Utopia, which would allow us to play an Iron Lad, which would hit Moonstone. I don't hate that. Let's play an Iron Lad mid. And then, from that point, we might end up playing another Moonstone. We'll see. I'm undecided till this point. Now, they play another Captain America. Okay. That is Time Stone right. It is looking like they're not going to be super big right. So if that really is the case, then we might end up having an easy win right. And if that's true, then that would just be really good and cool for us. But let's see what we are going to be top decking here. We're going to top deck a Mr. Fantastic. Yeah. So that is going to be completely fine. We could look to play like Iron Man right into a Mystique Fantastic final turn. I don't hate it. Now, Strange Academy does make me quite mad. I do not like that at all. But what are you going to do, you know? So, here I think we just end up playing an Iron Man left, and we really, really hope that the shield rolls left, because if the shield rolls mid, I'm gonna cry. So I hope it doesn't, because then I'd cry. That's an Iron Man mid, very, very scary for... Actually, it's not very, very scary. We play a Mystique mid, and we're winning mid. That's not even a real contest by them. So the shield does end up actually rolling left, and I feel pretty confident about this. I don't think there is any world where we lose this game, because mid is going to be so gigantic. And then we also have Mr. Fantastic buffing up left to have enough to win. I think we're fine, short of them maybe playing like an Alioth, but that's too many cards to have been an Alioth, so... Yeah, no, they just play Thanos. That is what I thought they would play mid. They would just play a big Thanos, go up to 58, and think that they're winning. They're not. They are not winning. No. 120. We're winning. There you go. 136. Yeah, absolutely great win for us there. You love to see it, as it gets doubled, and then doubled, and then doubled again. It's absolutely amazing. Good win for us. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We do have an Ant-Man, we have a Cap's Shield. Let's play Ant-Man mid. Yeah? Yeah, I'm fine with that. That is a Maria Hill. It's completely fine. Mr. Fantastic is really good for Altar of Death stuff. Icebox going to hit Mr. Fantastic. Okay. Makes it a little bit harder to sneak in at the end of the game. Let's play Ravonna right. Can put Mr. Fantastic back down to 3. And then I do think we are probably going to look to play a Fantastic on 5. So, from this point, we would want to play a Captain America right. Morag makes that difficult. Okay. I think we need to get a Sam Wilson down. I wonder if we ever play Sam Wilson or if we go Captain America right now. What could we ever top deck? I think we go normal Captain America right now. Or Steve, rather. And then that's a Pym arrow. We have Iron Man. And then from this point, we need to skip turn 4. They play a Galacta with a Black Swan. Here we need to play you and you. And I think we need to snap. I think snapping is the best course of action here. Now, they have played Wiccan and Galacta, which is very, very scary. How'd they get that Pym arrow? They play a K-Bishop? Yeah, they did. They must have played a K-Bishop in Altar of Death. My bad. So if they have a grapple arrow, then they have a way to contest left. I'm kind of assuming they don't, though. It feels like they shouldn't. It's a Mirage. Cool. Fine. Fantastic is contesting left by 3, which isn't bad. We move the shield over, and then we could do something like this, which is probably better than anything else. Like, we could play a Spectrum, but this is just better than a Spectrum. Let's go ahead and play Iron Man Mystique. Now, if they happen to, like, Alioth us, then I'll be really, really sad. But I'm just going to pretend that's not going to happen. Speed mid, and then what do they play right? They play a Mystique, copying the speed. We might end up being okay, let's see. We go to 30, yeah, okay. We're going to go to 30 there. And then over here, it looks like we're even going to tie, going to 22, right? Yeah. Absolutely awesome. Love to see that for us. Good win. I was a little bit scared they might have gotten a grapple arrow, but it looks like they didn't. I don't know if they played an arrow before that Pym arrow as well. I wasn't really paying as much attention as I should have. My bad. Good win, though. Despite the fact that, like I said, I wasn't really paying as close attention as I should have. Good win for us. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We are going against another Sam Wilson deck. That is a Gamma Lab. Okay, we don't end up drawing Sam Wilson. They play a Dazzler. Okay. From this point, I think we do need to play like a Mr. Fantastic mid. We need to play something to help contest Gamma Lab. Okay, they play a Magic. They're not doing Gamma Lab, and honestly, I'm fine with it. We might play an Iron Lad here. I think it is definitely within our capabilities to play an Iron Lad. We could arguably go Iron Lad mid. I'm going to go Iron Lad left, though. They play a Cosmo. Hey, that's mean. I do not appreciate that. Well, we could play Ravonna and Captain America. Then from this point, maybe we top deck a Howard or an Ant-Man, and we can play, like, Iron Man mid? We'll see. See what we want to do. That is a Blue Marvel. Pretty interesting there. We do draw Mystique, so we could go, like, Iron Man Mystique? Don't hate it. Only problem being we obviously can't play a Spectrum left. But if we top deck either an Ant-Man or a Howard, then that's completely fine. Even without top decking either of those, I mean, 10 power right is a decent amount for them to have to play something into. Now that is scary and I don't like it. But we can play Howard, and we can play Spectrum. Honestly, I feel relatively fine here. I feel like I might be crazy, but this doesn't feel bad for us. We're going to 10 right, we're going to an absurd amount of power mid and left. I don't think they can actually do anything to beat this. Now, I might end up being surprised, but we'll see. If I had to guess, I would say this is going to result in a very good win for us. We play Howard left, then beyond that we play Spectrum, bam, they also play a Spectrum, and we win all 3 locations. Yeah, that's awesome. Good win for us, you love to see it. I don't really have anything more to say than that. Do I have this variant and I'm just not using it? I might have that. It doesn't matter. Good one for us. Love to see it. It's a good variant, though. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We have Cap Shield. That's going to be Valhalla. We can... let's play Ant-Man left. I was going to play Ant-Man mid or right, and I guess you could have argued right. Right would have been fine as well. Sokovia discarding Captain America is really sad. Discarding their Apocalypse? What the hell? Why couldn't it have been like MODOK? What is this? This is rigged. Playing Ravonna right. I'm so upset. Now, let's see. That's going to be Spectrum. I mean, we could play the Mystique, but, like, why? That's Iron Man. We're going to go ahead and play Moonstone, right? We do actually have an interesting idea, right? Where we have Iron Man Mystique, which is pretty good. And do something like this. And I feel pretty happy about it. Yeah. Could argue snapping into this. If we top deck a Howard, that would be absolutely insane. You would love to see that. What sucks is that we are going to have to beat the Dracula lane, which is not something I really want to do. But I think we can. I mean, being at 44 power right is pretty good. Proxima Midnight ends up landing mid. Yeah, we just play Spectrum left and we hope that it's enough. I think there is a decent chance Spectrum left is enough here. I don't think they're going to have something like a Shang-Chi or an Enchantress. They do seem like a discard deck. They don't have... well, obviously they're a discard deck, but most of the time discard doesn't have stuff like that. They don't have a Bullseye down. If they had a Bullseye down, that could be really scary against our Iron Man, but given that they don't, they are just going to retreat. Probably should have snapped on that fantastic Iron Man Mystique turn, but we didn't end up doing it, so... yeah, good win for us. That's absolutely awesome, and you love to see it. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We have the shield on the left along with a monster. Alright. That's fine. We are going to end up drawing Ravonna. Yondu gets rid of Ant-Man. That's okay. Feast? Yeah, I'm fine with that. We can play Ravonna mid into a Moonstone mid, and that feels pretty cool. Now, that's the Hood. It's fine, definitely setting up for that to be a Misery lane. In fact, they might just outright play a Misery. Top decking a Jean Grey. That's going to be Bifrost. I don't like that. Let's... okay. Let's play Moonstone. I think it's fine. Gladiator pulls the original Captain America. Gonna end up getting destroyed. Kinda sad. Now, from this point, we top deck Sam Wilson. I think... is there ever a world... what's our top deck? Top deck is Mystique. It's the last card we played. Last card we played is Moonstone, right? Man, okay. I hate Bifrost being here. If I play you here, you'll move with it and it'll get buffed, right? I think that's how it'll work. Probably. Do I need to play you? I might need to play you here. Let's do this. Because Ravonna, Moonstone, and Jean Grey are all going to move right. Captain America is going to be mid. The shield is going to move mid. So I am certain that this will be fine. And let's see. That is Red Guardian hitting Ravonna. So that's pretty sad, actually. And then that's going to be Demon. The shield is going to move over. And is going to buff up Sam Wilson. There we go. So from this point, I want to play a Mr. Fantastic. What are we top decking? Iron Man. Okay. That is very, very interesting. Definitely, like, you could argue is a snappable condition as well. I might snap on this. This is really, really good. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. So we know we're top decking an Iron Man next turn as well. We can play that Iron Man left and Fantastic mid. Wait, we're not gonna have enough energy for that. We might end up playing just Fantastic. It's fine. We'll either do that or just Iron Man. It doesn't matter. They retreat. Okay. There you go. Absolutely amazing win for us, and you'll love to see it. That's awesome. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We have Mr. Fantastic. Could be a pretty interesting thing to play mid. They're going to go ahead and play a Sunspot right away. That is Fisk Tower. We also get a Moonstone that we could play on the Mr. Fantastic if we wanted to. Now, let's see. That gives us a Vibranium. I do think we just have to go and play a Fantastic. It's a little weird, because obviously we want to win Asgard, right? But it's just kind of hard to win Asgard. So, we are going to straight up play a Fantastic. And then we might just play a Moonstone. Kind of a crazy idea. It's a little bit weird, but I think we are just going to play a Moonstone. Now, from this point, we could look at potentially a Howard Vibranium Jean Grey kind of play. Or we could look at, like, Iron Lad Vibranium. We could also look at an Iron Man. Not sure I want to play an Iron Man, though. Maybe I do. We'll see. Because, I mean, Mystique mid is, like, guaranteed to win, right? If we play a Ravonna mid, that's also very interesting. We don't really have the space. I actually might play an Iron Man right. I think we can. Oddly enough, I think this is a fine play. Because we're going to end up at 20 power right. And depending on what they play, I think that's fine. They play a Daredevil, and then a Wave. Yeah, I think we're fine. So, we're going to go ahead and play Mystique, and then we're going to play Sam Wilson, Captain America, and Vibranium. And we're actually going to end up at way more than 20. I lied when I said 20 earlier. Yeah, this is completely fine. Good win for us. Should have snapped, my bad. Because this is a bot. But I should have snapped earlier in the game, I guess, to be fair. But let's see what we end up getting. We go all the way up to 26. They play a Jubilee. Jubilee is going to pull down a Infinite, which comes very, very close. Victory. Very close indeed. Wow, that's, yeah. The bots will make it close, but they will never win. Good win for us there. What is this variant? I don't think I've seen it before. It's cool. Awesome. Good win. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. We have Cap's Shield, which ended up going mid. We have Ravonna, Fantastic, Moonstone, and Spectrum in hand. Ravonna, Fantastic, and Moonstone is a pretty good curve to play mid. However, with the shield there, I don't like it too much. So we might look for something else. Let's go ahead and play Ravona left. That's going to be Collector left. It's completely fine. And here, that's Castle Blackstone. I think we do have to play... Do we have to? Could we get away with this? I'm gonna play Fantastic left. I went back and forth a bunch of times there. It is potentially a really stupid, bad idea, but I think this is a bot, by the way, so it literally doesn't matter what we do. We're gonna go ahead and play a Moonstone left, just because I really like getting a 3-cost Iron Man and a 1-cost Mystique. That's a lot of fun, and it's really, really cool. They play a Hell Cow. I don't care. I could not be bothered. Now, let's see. That's going to be Sam Wilson, Captain America. Let's go ahead and play an Iron Man here, and a Mystique here, and then we're just fine. We're just gonna win. There's no way we're losing. Yeah. It's a bot. They're gonna play to lose. So we should be fine. Iron Man gonna go right, and Mystique gonna go left, obviously copying Iron Man. We're just gonna play a Spectrum right, and then we're gonna be fine.
Iron Man.
Goes up to 36, that's really cool. Blade gonna discard Morbius, because that's a normal thing to do. And then they got Juan mid. I'm not scared, though. That's Apocalypse. I don't care. I don't care. We're going to win. I could full float and we would win. No, I'm not going to, but I could. Gonna play Spectrum right. One day I should test out my theory that if you just play nothing on turn 6, the bots will let you win. But yeah, no, Apocalypse goes mid. And that is an absolutely great win for us. You'll love to see it. 8 cubes is cool. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. Do we want to play Ant-Man or do we want to play Howard? We'll play Howard first. Go ahead and play Howard right. I think that's fine. It gives us intel throughout the game, Ant-Man. We can just fit in during any curve or whatever. Now, that's going to give us a Jean Grey. Ant-Man actually isn't a horrible thing to play mid. Gonna wait, though. That is going to be Colleen Wing. She's going to end up discarding Scorn, so that is a little bit scary, but the shield cannot be destroyed, so I'm not bothered by it at all. Now, we could play a Jean Grey. We could also play a Mr. Fantastic. I'm not against the Fantastic idea, and I think we actually roll with it. We're going to play Fantastic, and then we're going to play Moonstone. Moonstone's going to copy the Fantastic, and then hopefully land in the same lane as Fantastic. Then from that point, double Bullseye is scary, though. I am legitimately terrified by double Bullseye here. What do we have on the top of our deck? We have Captain America. I mean, we're going to play Moonstone. Right. We're going to try our best. It's really all we can do, right? So Moonstone ends up landing left. That is a Victoria hand. That's a Morbius. Yeah, I don't think... They activated one Bullseye. Did they activate both of them? They activated a Bullseye really early there. Interesting. Okay. I'm a little curious as to why. But that's fine. Is this the right place to put them? Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, let's see what happens. Captain America ends up rolling left. Okay, so it rolled with the Moonstone. That's good. Now they play the second Bullseye. Or activate the second Bullseye. And then they activate MODOK. The order they did this in is really weird, right? Not just me, right? It's kind of odd. They're going to be able to play a really big Blade. Or not Blade, I hovered over the discard and I saw Blade. They're going to be able to play a really big Apocalypse. Do we ever think Iron Man? Because I'm not sure Spectrum is enough. I think we need an Iron Man, and we need Iron Man to roll left. Let's take it. Let's take the 50-50. They play Scorn there.
I am Iron Man.
Okay. Well, that
I am Iron Man.
is weird. We win by 1 point. Did they play Scorn to... I don't know. Huh. Interestingly, if the Iron Man had rolled left, it would have been the lowest power there, and it would have been destroyed. So I didn't even take that into account. Yeah, kind of feel like we didn't deserve to win that. Kind of feel like that was a bot based off of that. I don't think it was, though. I think this was a real person. And it was just a really weird final play. Right? Think so. This was real. And we barely won. Honestly, not even the best plays by me. But, you know, we found a way to win anyway. I have plot armor, as some of you have pointed out. But yeah, good win for us. And I am confused. Alright, so let's see what we've got here. That's Atalan. Alright, relatively interesting. Definitely going to play a Sam Wilson left on turn 2. That is a rocket. Alright. Now let's see what mid is. Mid is going to be Shadowland. That's completely fine. Alright. Yeah, so this is awesome. Sam Wilson's going to go left. Theoretically, we could probably snap on this, knowing that we have Sam Wilson and the original Captain America in hand. I'm not going to, but you could. It's going to be an Ant-Man and a Nightcrawler. That is Atalan. And that's going to be Kamar-Taj. Great place to play Spectrum. Let's move you here and then play the original Captain America right. Yeah. Because we are going to want to win right as well as left this game. We could look to contest mid, but I just feel like left and right are better. So we're going to be buffing up Sam Wilson. That's going to be Lady Sif discarding Bishop and Chavez. Okay. Definitely a very interesting idea on their part. That's going to give us an Iron Lad, Jean Grey, and Ravonna. We do also have a Mr. Fantastic. Kind of just want to play an Iron Lad. You know, see what happens. So what could Iron Lad hit? Iron Lad could hit Moonstone. That'd be cool. Iron Man, Spectrum, Mystique, Ant-Man, Howard. I mean, those are all cool. Do we ever play Spectrum right instead? Move 0 and 4, 5, 6. The shield will be moving back to Kamar-Taj. So I think we're going to have Iron Lad left. I think we will just need a little bit more power over there. The shield is going to buff up Captain America. That is Blade going to discard their Iron Man. Okay, that's Okoye and Elektra. Okay. Cannot destroy the shield. Iron Lad is going to end up hitting Spectrum. Maybe should have played it right. Alright, now we can move this back here and then play you here and here. And I think this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Is this really how we want to set this up, though? Because, I mean, look at this theoretically. With this here and here. We can play Spectrum before moving the shield. That might not even be how we want to do it, though. We might not even want to have Spectrum go right. I think we are going to end up having Spectrum go right, but it's an interesting enough idea to consider not doing it. They move Nightcrawler right. Okay, well, we know we don't need a bunch of power right now, so... That's going to be Ravonna, that's going to be Jean Grey, and that's an Angela. Yeah, so... I'm going to do this because it's cooler. Let's go ahead and play Jean Grey, move the shield over. And... yeah, there we go. Definitely a bot here, but that's okay. It was a perfect game with the shields and getting Comertage for Spectrum, so it's completely fine. We get super, super big in there. Big play at the end is Iceman. Yeah. Good win for us. Yeah, no, the bots, they're a little silly sometimes. Alright, let's see what we got here. Definitely going to go ahead and play a Howard mid. That's completely fine. Hopefully we top deck either a Ravona or a Sam Wilson to play on 2. Even an Ant-Man is playable. Looks like we are going to be top decking a Ravona. That's completely fine. We could also play a Ravona mid, but I'm going to play a Ravona right. Now, at this point, let's see what we end up getting. Doesn't really matter. It is going to be a Fantastic, though. So we definitely want to play a Fantastic mid. That's Vibranium Mines. I don't like that. I'm going to go ahead and play a Fantastic here, though. Which is going to be really, really good with Necrotia, and also Vibranium Mines, because you don't really want to play into either of those locations too much. Atalan is annoying, as always, but should be okay. Let's see what mid reveals to be. Mid is going to be Deathlock. Okay, this is a bot. Now, that is Mystique and Sam Wilson, Captain America. Now, we could play Moonstone, and I don't hate the idea. Okay. Yeah, Yes. Yes, we play Moonstone. Gonna go ahead and play a Moonstone here. That is Warpath. I could have checked to see what we were top decking. This Captain America. Okay, maybe it would have been better to do Sam Wilson. But I mean, honestly, am I very scared? Probably not. Probably not. Let's go ahead and snap and do this. We're going to play a Spectrum right, and we're going to win. That's what's going to happen here. So we play Captain America, giving a bunch of buffs, and then we play Mystique on the Captain America, which is going to give a bunch of buffs, and then Moonstone is also going to give a bunch of buffs. That's going to be a Daredevil. And from this point, we just play a Spectrum, and we win. Yep, they retreat. Awesome. Good win for us. Love to see it. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Definitely want to go ahead and play Howard left to try and contest Castle Blackstone. Kinda wish that the shield was left, but we didn't end up needing it. Here, definitely going to play Captain America. We're top decking a Fantastic, that's completely fine. Let's go ahead and play Captain America left. We gotta try to keep winning left. Probably we'll just play a Moonstone unless we top deck a Sam Wilson. That is Krakoa. Okay. We did top deck a Sam Wilson. It makes so much more sense to play a Moonstone and then go, like, Fantastic Sam Wilson. Now, I don't know if we're actually going to do that, but it just, like, theoretically, a 2 and a 3 add up in my brain so much more. What are we top decking? We're top decking Mystique. So we could have Iron Lad copy the Captain America. If Iron Lad copies Captain America, does Iron Lad count as a Captain America? I don't think so. I'm kind of curious now, though. Now I think I gotta try it. I don't imagine that's how it will work. It's probably coded, like, to the card itself. But maybe. Maybe it'll work. Who knows? We're here to have fun. Gonna go ahead and play Sam Wilson right. Mr. Fantastic mid. Now, from this point, we're going into turn 5. That's fine. Sam Wilson is going to end up buffing up Ravona. Okay. And then that's Lockjaw. Interesting. So let's put you here. Let's do this. And then I am mostly curious on if the shield is going to buff Iron Lad and Captain America. I think it will only be Captain America, but leave your predictions down below. Let's see. So it buffs up the Captain America, and it is, yeah, that makes sense. It only copies the ability. It's not the actual card. It would have been kind of cool if that's how it worked, but okay. White Tiger's going to move right. What are we top decking? I should use Howard more. Top decking an Ant-Man. kind of sucks. Okay. Well, can copy Moonstone, which is probably what we're going to end up doing. We're going to move you here, and then just play you here is kind of the obvious thing to do, right? I think this is the best we've got. We'll see if it wins. Who knows? I have no idea if this is going to win. I honestly feel like it probably isn't. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how big we get. Mystique copies Moonstone. And that's a Wolfsbane. Going up to 16. That's a Mr. Negative, which is going to get swapped out with Lockjaw into a Devil Dino. That's not enough, and we get the win with 12 power mid. That is not a lot. Probably should have copied the Ant-Man. Yeah, no, my bad. This was a bad idea. In my head, this was gonna copy the Moonstone, right? Well, let's see, how is this working? Getting 3 off Fantastic, 3 off of Moonstone, 3 off Mystique. Okay. So in my head, we were gonna copy this, right? Because I don't think I've done this exact thing before, which is kind of crazy. But Mystique was going to copy the Moonstone, right? Mystique is copying Fantastic, and then the Moonstone was going to copy the Mystique an extra time, making Moonstone go twice instead of once. But Moonstone only copies off the Fantastic, not off of the Mystique, because the Mystique's ability isn't the Fantastic itself. The Mystique's ability is the Moonstone's ability. Yeah, but long way around the barn, we should have just played Ant-Man and then Mystique, because mid would have gotten a lot bigger, and we would have been completely fine. But yeah, good win for us. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. I wanted to ask you all real quick, should I set up like YouTube memberships or maybe ideally Patreon so that YouTube isn't taking your money instead of giving it directly to me? Because YouTube keeps badgering me in the like creator studio. They're like, hey, you should make YouTube memberships. Here are all these channels that are like the same size as you that have YouTube memberships and they make like so-and-so amount of money. But I feel kind of bad about having a Patreon or something like that. So I don't know. I thought I'd just ask you guys. 1, should I even have one? And 2, what do you think the price levels should be? Because ultimately I care about your guys' input a lot. You mean a lot to me. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Oh, and also, the video that's on screen, it's a Sandman Doom deck. Yeah, I think you'll like that one as well. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.